So I don't know if you can recognise where I am. It's raining at the moment, but I'm up at the site that my bees were at when I was on my beginner's beekeeping course, and they were basically, stranded up here in bee lockdown for all that time. And I've come back this evening. It's about 7 o'clock in the evening on Wednesday, and yesterday was when you saw me capture that swarm, or rehome that swarm, should I say. And just here is the location of my hive. Just there is where it was. And there's a meeting this evening, and there's some equipment up here, some spare equipment that I'm hoping I can purchase a bit of, because I need somewhere to put those bees. So the plan is, hopefully, I'm going to be able to pick up some bits and bobs this evening, and then on my way home, collect that swarm that you saw me dealing with yesterday and bring it home. That's the plan. So I'm absolutely over the moon because I've got this, and it's called a nuke, and it's perfect for my swarm. So this is what they're going to go in on the way home. It's raining here, so can't explain too much right now, but I've also managed to pick up 2 additional hives and a few other bits and bobs, and I've spent in total, I think, £30. So they're all used. It's all used equipment, but all that. So the thing I'm most excited about is this nuke, because as we know, we've got a swarm waiting to go in here. So that will be our next stop, because by the time we get there, it will be dark. It's already probably 8 o'clock, so it's going to be 9 o'clock by the time we get there. Just absolutely over the moon. Right, so I'm on my way back now with my bits and bobs that I've just bought, and I couldn't be any happier. Basically what happened was, the beekeeping association that I'm a member of here, they had 2 members recently give up beekeeping for various reasons. They're both well, but they've both given up beekeeping, and they've donated all of their equipment to the beekeeping association. In so doing, the beekeeping association has then in turn said, right, well, we're going to distribute it amongst our members with a priority given to beginner beekeepers. And so there you go. So I've picked up 2 new hives, and when I say hive, I mean the brood box, the super, the roof, the lot, the crown board, everything. I've also picked up a few other bits and pieces, like some queen excluders and spare stuff, and I've picked up that nuke. Now a nuke is basically, it's half a brood box. The brood box is where the queen lays her eggs, the brood, and typically it would contain 10 or 11 frames. Well, a nuke contains about 5 frames. It's half the size. The idea being that it's just a more manageable space for a young colony, easier for a young colony to regulate the temperature in and stuff like that. And here I am. I mean, the serendipity of it is just phenomenal. 36 hours ago, I received a call about a swarm of bees, and I was umming and ahhing about whether or not I should go to it because I didn't really have anywhere to put them. And then less than 36 hours later, here I am driving to pick them up with my new nuke that cost me £5, and a new hive and a spare hive ready for them to go in eventually. I'm just so happy. It's going to be dark when I get there, so I'm not, and it's raining quite heavily now, so I'm not sure how much of the transferring process I'll be able to capture. We just have to wait and see what happens, but I'm over the moon. So here I am, and still raining. It's quite dark. I'm not talking very loudly because I don't want to disturb the people who live here. I've told them that I'm coming and that I wouldn't knock on the door or anything. So I'm going to suit up. I've been told by experienced beekeepers, because of the weather, they could well be quite grumpy when I come to move them. So let's see how we get on. I'm always amazed by how well the camera adjusts for the light. It's it's not black, but it's certainly dark enough that you'd want your headlights on your car, and the lights are on in the house. So it's definitely getting there. Definitely dusk. So this is the nuke box, and that's the little hole where they can come and go as they please, and then we move it round to there when we're going to move them, and then that there is a queen excluder, meaning they can come and go as they please apart from the queen, just while they get settled. So I'm going to shut it right up for now, and well, actually no, we'll leave it open until we know what we're dealing with. And then in here, this is where our frames sit, across here. There's a space here where I can put some feed, some liquid feed for them to get to, and then another queen excluder, stop the queen from maybe accidentally drowning. So put the lid on to keep it dry in there, and let's go. It's quite wet, so the camera's going to be getting wet, I'm going to be getting wet, and the bees are going to be getting wet as soon as I start, so I'm probably not going to do much talking. I'm just going to get on and get it done. So they definitely know where they're supposed to be headed. If I can get as many of them now just on this piece of wood here as possible, and then they'll find their way in. So there's a few little clusters lying around. Let's see if we can't steer them home. Come on, girls. I know it's wet. That's it. That's it, go on home. They're going so slowly, I think to get them out of the rain I might lift the lid and pop them in. It's going to upset a few of them, but so there's not a lot more for me to do now. I'll give it 5 minutes for the ones that are going to make it to go in. I mean, they were definitely walking in, so the queen's where she should be. We'll just let 5 minutes pass for the ones that can make it in to make it. Most of them are in. We've done all we can now. Got a pocket full of bees. Pocket full of bees, that'd be a good album name. Not sure how I'm going to get those. Not sure how I'm going to get those girls out. I'll have to figure something out. It's amazing how well the camera picks things up in the dark. Yeah, I think we've got all that we're going to get in there. So I'll close the door. Got stung again as well, right in my ankle. There's a little bit of a gap. There's a bit of a gap between my bee suit and my shoes. I got stung on the ankle. Never mind. Never mind. So I think I'm just going to put them on the passenger seat. I'm actually going to keep the bee suit on for the drive home because there's a few bees clinging to the bottom underneath there. Don't know if you can see them. So sooner safe than sorry. I've also still got a few in my pocket that I can't get out. So they can come for the ride home as well. So I've just turned the light on in the car, give you some idea how dark it is. And that couldn't have gone much better really, given where we were yesterday. So let's get them home. So we're home. My new colony of bees is here. I'm going to go and pop them up in the wood, and I'll wrap this video up because, as you can see, we've lost the light completely. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you press that like button, leave me a comment down below, make sure you're subscribed, and I'll speak to you really soon. Thanks for watching. Cheers.